Hey guys, Hag Guy with the picks here. It is Thursday afternoon. I wanted to wait to put this video out until I knew exactly who was going to be in the game tonight and who was not going to be in the game tonight. And I'm talking about the NFL game where San Fran's traveling to Tennessee. San Fran comes in at 8-6. They are one of the harder teams in the league. And Tennessee comes in at 9-5. Very solid in the AFC. This line opened up as a pick. And now it sits at San Fran -3. The total opened up at 44, and it currently sits at 45. San Fran, they've won their last two games, 26-23 versus the Bengals and 31-13 against the Falcons. One of those games was a good win, and the other one was, who cares? What is impressive is they've won 5 out of their last 6 games. Like I said, they're one of the hardest teams in the league. This team averages 25 points a game, and they give up 22.5 points a game. Jimmy G leads this team with 31-72, 18 touchdowns, and only 8 interceptions. That's pretty efficient. That's what you look for out of an NFL quarterback. Not to put yourself in too many bad opportunities, circumstances, secure the ball. And typically that's what you get out of Jimmy G. Mitchell, Elijah, he leads the backfield. He's rushed for 759 and 5 touchdowns on the year. And then here comes Superman, the guy with all the tricks in his bag, Deebo Samuel. Samuel has 1,088 yards receiving on the year and 5 touchdowns receiving. But let's not get this messed up at all. Samuel has done it all. Not only in the air, but he's done it with his feet as a running back too. It seems like they're giving him the ball at least 5 times a game out of every game that they play on a jet sweep, some type of end around for Deebo Samuel. And I don't know how the league hasn't picked up on any of it yet. Every time he gets that ball, he's productive. Every single time. I'd like to think that Tennessee has a trick for that trick tonight, but we'll see. This defense, this San Fran defense, it has gone from very, very bad to very good. In those 6 games, this defense is giving up 18.5 points per game. Now that's impressive. Very impressive. This team was getting torched at the beginning of the year. This team couldn't stay out of totals over the number that they posted. Game in and game out. So for Shanahan to get this team together and for them to only give up 18.5 points in their last 6 games is nice. Tennessee, on the other hand, they've lost 3 out of their last 4. Their last loss came to the hands of Pittsburgh last week, 19-13 in Pittsburgh. But let's not forget, this Tennessee team, a few weeks ago, was the hottest team in the AFC. They were getting all the talk. It was them, and then we'll talk about Kansas City, and then we'll talk about Tennessee was there. Even without Henry, the talk in the AFC was Tennessee. So yeah, they've lost 3 out of the last 4, but let's not forget about the games before that, because they've won 7 out of their last 10. They've lost 3 out of 4, but they've won 7 out of their last 10. And let me tell you how they did it. They've done it by defense. Defense and defense. This defense has given up 19 points a game in their last 10 games. Now, tonight, they are getting back their wide receiver 1, A.J. Brown. He is coming off injured reserve. He is 100% healthy. and he will be on the field tonight. Now, they're also going to have Julio Jones on the field. And I'd like to give you some big presentation on Julio Jones, but to be honest with you, Julio Jones has been playing the last couple of weeks, and even before that. But it's even hard to tell that Julio Jones is on the field when you look at the box scores. He gets absolutely nothing, and I don't understand why. I mean, you're talking about an absolute freak out of Alabama that just torched this league year in and year out in Atlanta. And now to come to, and he's doing nothing. I know it's a fresher breath there for Tennessee to get A.J. Brown tonight. Those are two big wide receivers that can cause havoc on any defense. And I know Tannehill's going to have a little bit more confidence tonight getting underneath that center, and especially an offensive line that's not very productive, to have those wide receivers on quick digs or quick slants or whatever it may be. He can get it done quick to one of those guys. Tennessee has a very, very talented front seven. And San Francisco in this game, it's no different than any other game that they play in. Shanahan, he's gonna want to run first to set up play action passes. And unfortunately, I don't see that happen tonight with Elijah Mitchell. I really don't. Tennessee secondary is solid, very solid. I do see. I mean, Deebo Samuel is he's going to do what he does. Is he going to do it at the level that he's been doing it the past weeks? I don't think so. But Deebo is still going to check a lot of boxes at the end of the game. He will. He's going to get his. He's going to make some plays. He's going to make some noise. There's no doubt about it. But what I do see is I see Tennessee being very effective at home tonight, moving the sticks. You're going to see a grind-out game tonight. You know, this Tennessee team held Pittsburgh Steelers to 168 yards last week in Pittsburgh. Guys, that is, I don't care what you think about the Steelers, how you feel about the Steelers. They held them to less than half their average of what they average on the year in total yards. I mean, and to do that at home, man, there should be an asterisk next to that for this game coming up. I can't wait to see what the defense is gonna come up with tonight to stop this San Francisco offense. But I do know one thing: they will come up with something, and this San Fran offense will get stopped again and again, and you know how it goes from there. I see this defense limiting San Fran pretty much the same way as they limited Pittsburgh last week. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see a whole lot of points going up on the board here. I don't. 45 seems, I'd like to say a little bit high, but I'm just going to say high. 45 sounds like a high total for this game tonight, guys. I see a grind-out, move chain game type of game. So you guys know exactly what the pick is tonight. The pick is take the under in the San Francisco-Tennessee Titan football game tonight. Take it under 45. Guys, I just want to thank you for the love, support, the kind words, the subscriptions, the shares. Just continue to do it, and I will continue to bring you content at a high percentage. Till then, guys, you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get back to getting this cash.